Hey everyone, I'm Todd Z. Slater with your market update. So TREB just released the numbers here in the GTA, letting us know what happened for the month of June. Looking at almost 11,000 transactions, but you know what? That is down from the month of May, which almost was at 12,000. Now, again, one of those numbers that I think we need to make sure that we take a hard look at. They were reporting that the prices in the 905 area were up 24% year over year. So if we're going to go back and compare June of 2020, I still don't think they're using the right measuring tape. So I almost want to say, okay, let's forget that. Let's take a look month over month because now we're in more of a like market. 2020 June was not going to be a stellar month. Yeah, we did see some rebound. People started getting used to the pandemic and COVID and everything else. But quite frankly, I don't think it was a really good measuring tape. So let's talk about the real numbers that matter, because the fact that we've dropped down a little in volume, that was something we were expecting. As we've been talking here a lot, and you'll hear me on News Talk 1010, we do talk about the market, the kind of the heat coming out of the market, where that buyers are getting a little bit sick and tired of the whole, multiple offers. I think we've used up a lot of the buyers. Right now, the boards are saying that, we could top out at 115,000 transactions this year. If that number comes to fruition, that's going to be the highest one on record. The last time was 113,000 transactions. So they're thinking that we're going to beat the record that we saw back in 2016-17 range. So again, we'll have to wait and see how this comes out. But one thing I will say for sure is that I know that if we're coming into the summer months, the fact that the patios are now open, people are trying to get out and enjoy life, I think we'll see that number, for the month of July actually drop even further. So I'd be surprised if we see anything over 10,000 transactions, maybe more with a 9 in front of it. And I think that we're going to see a little bit of that. But you know what? We will see some pressure coming into the fall. And right now, interest rates are going to remain low. One other thing I do want to mention, though, is a lot of people keep talking about, taking care of debt. We've got so many people saying, people are painting themselves in a corner. They're afraid that interest rates are going to come way up. Well, let's be honest. You know what? Bank of Canada is not going to be pulling any triggers for a little while yet, because first and foremost, the economy's not even back working properly. We don't have restaurants open. We barely got capacity in some stores. So before we start jumping up and down saying interest rates, and the doomsayers keep yelling at people that have bought a house during this pandemic, you know what? I just want to tell them all to back off. Quite frankly, shut up already, because I'm sick and tired of seeing these headlines that people have turned around and overspent during this pandemic when it comes down to housing. You know what? Prices are what they are. Yes, interest rates are affordable, but guess what? The majority of people will turn around. If you're running with a variable right now, if you start thinking that the interest rates are going to go up, then lock it in. Go 5 years, and guess what? Upon renewal, your mortgage is going to be a lot smaller 5 years from now. So again, I just wish some of these people would stop putting these headlines out saying that, we are irresponsible, people are taking on debt they can't afford. You still have to qualify based on the stress test. If you're putting more than 20% down, that means 5.25% you've got to qualify for. So again, I just would like some of these so-called experts just to keep it quiet, and let the market do what it's going to do. It's going to be a natural decline as far as volume goes, and I think prices are going to kind of stabilize. So I don't see a huge upward pressure. Anyways, that's this week's market update. Just thought I'd share that with everybody, and thanks for tuning in.